All right, what's up, everyone? You guys hear me fine? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, good. Just want to make sure everything's good on this Twitch server. So thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Got a lot to talk about. Lots of questions from you guys. I already noticed a couple in the chat, so if you have any questions, feel free to um, let me know. Go ahead and ask in the chat. I'll scroll back up and find them. So just make sure you at me in the chat, and I'll scroll up and get over them. But lots of stuff to talk about today. I'm very excited to get this kicked off. Give me 1 second. I'm working on like 17 things at once. Just got so many things going on. So I was hoping to get the brackets all in today. I should be able to get most of them done. Um, so we can get the first matchups. So if you guys are familiar with the High School Star League, we're gonna kind of do it like that format. So we have 7 weeks of games. So we're gonna be playing 7 weeks of games and going through each week. You're gonna have a different opponent. It's Swiss style. If you guys are familiar with that, so you play a team that's near your ranking or at least as closest to it that you haven't played before. So if you're in first place, you're going to be playing the second place team or the third place team. You're not normally going to be playing the first. If you're the first place team, you're not going to be playing the team at the bottom. So that'll all be automatically drafted in through Battlefy is what we're going to be using for this. If the team doesn't show up for several games, yeah, we'll talk about that. But each week you guys are responsible for scheduling games uh, yourselves. Normal day will be Sunday evening to play. Is the normal day that I'll ask you guys to play. Uh, and then um, hang on 1 second. Somebody's messaging me. All right, so every week you'll be getting your team. Normal day to play will be Sunday. So on Sunday you'll be playing your games unless you need to reschedule it. That's what we're going to be using the Twitch server for. Uh, so the Twitch server, the chat server is going to be for everyone to communicate to everyone else. I already see some people getting in there and jumping in. But then feel free to communicate, schedule scrims in there, schedule your opponents in the scheduling channel, go ahead and at request them. It's kind of like Discord where you can at request people uh, so that you can see get to know everyone. On the right hand side it shows you all of the people that are on that team, so they're all color coded as near to school colors as I could get. They don't give me enough options to do everyone's school color, so I just try to get as much as possible on there. But you're scheduling that way, normal day, Sunday night to plays. You'll also be required to email me the replay, and I'll show you guys how to do that before we get done, and also put up the video too. Email me the replay after it's done. The whole point why I want you to download the replay for me is so that I can uh, get the replay recorded and then put it either on Twitch or and live stream broadcast of it. And then, if not that, I'm going to throw the games just on YouTube, just played, so that you can watch other teams, see how they play, see what kind of champions they play, and then go from there. So that's the whole idea. So I want the replays so that we can put them all in the YouTube channel. We can get them on the Twitch page, and you can scout out your opponents. You can check out the other games and uh, watch it for what what the other teammates are doing. This is going to be a long tournament, 7 weeks here, so you're going to be playing, seeing these people, seeing their names, and I want this to become a community. The whole point of this is to make this you guys a great community for high school to get the program started. Some schools have full programs where they have coaches and they have assistants and they have a whole thing. But what I've been seeing is a lot of people is just friends that play together, not necessarily coaches and practices set up rather than just playing for fun. I've been the coach at Taft High School for 3 years now. We've been doing fairly good. The first year we placed eighth out of all of High School Star League in the grand tournament and the summer tournament. This year we qualified for playoffs. Last year we had just missed it by a few places to qualify for the playoffs. But we're excited to be doing this league on top of High School Star League just to give us something to do and also to create a local atmosphere here. I'm trying to get all the schools in the Chicago area that are right around. So that's why you guys are going to see people from all over. Um, so feel free to shout out what school you guys are from in the chat. Let everyone know. So that way we kind of get to know each other. All right. So let me see here. First things first, before we get into too much more, make sure you guys follow on Twitch. Make sure you guys are following on uh, Twitter, and also subscribing on the YouTube page. All of that should be in a command, but I don't think it's up yet. Let me see if it's live. All right, so I should be going live for the commands. There we go. So YouTube page, check it out. Make sure that you guys follow the YouTube page, subscribe to it. The biggest reason why you guys are following on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube is because when I request sponsors, they're going to ask me how many people are following you, how many people are subscribed on YouTube, things like that. So the more that we have, the better chances we are to actually get sponsored by like iPower or iBuyPower or HyperX or Logitech G. Some of these big companies that handle all this gaming peripherals and computers and things like that. Again, trying to start this program to make sure that it's not just a one-off tournament and then you win a prize and then you never see these people again or do anything with that. So that's the whole idea behind that. So make sure follow on Twitter, follow on Twitch, and then subscribe on YouTube. The other thing with that as well is you guys should start thinking about making Twitter accounts for your esports teams or for your League of Legends team, just to have it a way to get out word. It's a great way to network. It's a great way to find out about tournaments coming up. I know Lincoln Park and Lane and a couple other ones. Jones are in another tournament that's coming up locally here. Unfortunately, we did not get in for that tournament, but hopefully you guys can get on Twitter and then follow it, and then we'll tweet stuff around. We'll be able to contact people. You can also find other schools and also contact colleges. Lots of colleges are giving away scholarships for playing esports games, so League of Legends and everything else. So we're looking to kind of network more. Most of the schools have esports Twitters and things like that. So uh, feel free to create your own Twitter and then follow us, and then we'll retweet out everything else and make sure you get enough follows from everyone else that is on the club. And it's also just great way information outside of school. Sometimes there's stuff going on, there's Twitch streams going on, or you guys want to watch have your everyone play. It's a good way to pass around the information of when your games go live and everything else. So. It's a good idea to start creating your own brand around your own school, and then possibly being able to get some revenue from it, from donations or something like that, if you guys already stream stuff like that. All right. Just reading some through some. Let me answer some questions real quick to kind of take them off. Somebody asked if I was going to be coming by to meet with all the sponsors and players. I would love to come and see you guys, depending on where you're at. Some of them are a little farther away, but I'm willing to make an effort to go out and see you guys, depending on when you guys meet. Right now, I am also working part-time at Best Buy, so I do work most evenings. But if you tell me what day your club meets, I can make it down there possibly within the next few weeks just to meet you guys and talk to you guys about that. Somebody else asked their calendar schedule for the events during the stream. I will have a posting, and I'll send it to everyone. I'll send it to the captains of the events. Basically, it's 7 weeks, and then June 3rd, that weekend will be the playoffs for the first round. So we're going to take 8 teams to the playoffs. So that first round will cut it down to 4, and then June 10th will be the next round, and that hopefully will be held at Robert Morris University. I'm waiting to get a confirmation on if that's golden or not. If not, it will be played at a LAN event somewhere. So we're going to play either maybe Ignite or possibly there's a couple other gaming cafes. So We'll be figuring out that. Hopefully, it's at Robert Morris. That's one of the best places if you guys haven't been down there yet for their iBuyPower esports arena. I think there was one more question in here somewhere. Make sure if you guys have questions, feel free to at me so that I can actually see it. And then someone said about something about being disqualified if you miss games. Yeah, obviously if you're not playing, uh, it's what's the point if your team isn't showing up to play? So make sure that you guys are playing. You have all week. You have until Monday night to get the games in. And then games or everything is due by Tuesday, so that I can get the next round out as soon as possible. So if I don't see any comments in the scheduling Twitch chat, then I'm gonna realize that you're not actually trying to attempt to get the game scheduled. So make sure you guys are using the Twitch chat, Twitch/curse server. That's the whole point. I want you guys to use that so then I can see it as well while we're uh, while you're talking to everyone else. That way I have proof of trying to schedule. What else do I have to talk to you guys about? I sent out the rules to all the captains and everyone, so make sure that you guys read through the rules. A couple of questions we had last time was about pauses. Each team will have 10 minutes of pause time per game. I will be updating the rules and sending them back out again for that. Um, so then you'll be able to see that and go over it with everyone. If you guys haven't got the Battlefy link, I can send it to you right now. The servers or the brackets are not completely full yet. Like I said, I'm still working on trying to get them finished because I'm waiting for some roster still from some teams. But I will drop the link in chat right now so you guys can see it. All right, there's the link for the Battlefy group. Like I said, the brackets are not generated yet because I'm still waiting for a couple rosters from a few schools. And they're supposed to get them to me tonight, but I do not see them yet. All right, where's my notes? Yes, no notes, nothing yet. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we're going to be playing with the tournament draft through Battlefy. So if you haven't used it before, there's a spot to get a tournament code. So you guys will be getting emails shortly from Battlefy that will create your accounts. So those should be done tonight or tomorrow morning at the very latest. Um, so you'll have those and be able to then log into the Battlefy website, create your account, and it should take you to that page where it'll show you your matchup. I was really hoping to announce the first round brackets tonight, but unless they get to me in the next 10-15 minutes, I might not be able to do that yet. So let's fingers crossed they'll be able to get it done. So for the weeks, good question, Drew. Just make sure you at me so I can see it in case I miss it. That goes for everyone. Just put a little at and then start typing Shy High School Esports. That way it pops up on my screen so I can see it. Uh, so each week it's not best of 5, it's best of 2. So there's a chance that you would tie. So it'd be a 1-1 or a 2-0. 2-0 you get 3 points. And then 1-1 you'll get 1 point for the league. So it'll be arranged like that. So you have 2 chances, 2 games to play. It's not best of 3, it's just best of 2. To give you a chance to play a second game instead of doing one. And it's not one and done. You're playing 7 games no matter what. No matter what happens, you're playing 7 games before you're actually qualified as out. So even if it's the 7th week, you still a good chance to get some practice. And like I said, we're taking 8 teams. Total right now is 14 schools have signed up. So only 6 teams won't make the playoffs. So there'll be plenty of people in the running, so to speak, for that middle ground, those last couple spots. So pauses, subs, you can't have subs, so the rosters go up to 9. So you're allowed to substitute in between games. You cannot substitute during games, obviously. Uh, so you cannot substitute during games. You can substitute in between games. So if you play the first game and you want to go with someone different for the second game, that's perfectly fine. That's no problem. Dream of Dragons, yes. So 7 games. You're playing 7 matches So it would be 14 total, 2 per week. You're right. You're right. I considered 2 games to be a match. So that's why I said 7 games. So it should be 7 matches. Jans, for the codes for Battlefy, everyone who you put on the roster and gave me an email, they will also get an email to then check it and be able to go and get the codes. If for some reason it goes down, I have access to see all the codes, so I would be able to post them in the Twitch chat if for some reason you didn't get them. So make sure you contact me there if for some reason you weren't able to get it. Okay. All right. I think I got all the questions. Yeah, standard time is on Sunday. I believe it's 5 o'clock is what I said for Sunday. But again, that can be scheduled around. You can schedule. Well, the schedules will come out Tuesday evening at the latest. You can schedule it for Wednesday or Thursday if that's what works out for your team. The email should be going out later today. I was waiting for those last few teams, as you know about, to turn in their rosters before I close up everything. So hopefully the emails will be going out tonight or tomorrow morning, and I will let you know in the Twitch chat, uh, in the Twitch client, the Twitch app. Um, so if you guys don't know, you can download the Twitch app for your phones. Just be careful. Make sure you mess around with the settings, because sometimes it gets crazy and it goes off a lot. So if you are asking me a question, just give me some time to answer. Normally I check it every hour if I don't have it open already. What's your question, Drew? If somebody gets 14 points, they're qualified for playoffs. It all depends on how the rest of the bracket's going. 14 points. I mean, you get 3 points. You up to 3 points a week. So you can get 3 points every week. So you can end up with 21 points if you go 7-0. If you tie every week, you get 7 points. So So it all depends on what the rest of the bracket is. We can have, so one team goes 7-0, the next team could be 6-3, or 5-3, or 5-2. So it all depends on how everyone else goes. Most teams have paid for it already. If you haven't paid already, make sure I sent most of the PayPal links out. I think I've talked to everyone about how I'm going to do it. So make sure. Yeah, Drew, if you lose, you get 0. So if you haven't got the link or you need to get it, I will send it out to you as soon as possible. I want the rest of the money by Friday. Uh, that would be the ideal. That way I can start getting the prizes. And prizes for this year, I'm going to pay out at least the top 3. So first place will get a set of 5 HyperX headsets for their school to use for their esports teams. They will also get a certain amount of funding. Some might be RP, some might be cash for their school. And then it's up to their school and their program what to do with it from there. If they're going to buy RP for you guys or if they're going to use it to enter other tournaments, that's up to you. So top 3 will get the first place gets the headsets plus some cash for their program. And then second and third will just get some cash for their program to enter into future tournaments, things like that. I also did sign up for Riot pricing, so as long as fingers crossed everything goes through on that, we'll have championship prize given out plus some RP from Riot. I should hear about that by Friday if it goes through or not. For what else? So that's pretty much prizes. Any other questions on prizes? Let me know. Uh, So dreaming of after basically the Swiss style series. So after you play your 7 weeks in a row, you're gonna go. The top 8 teams will play one round of playoffs on the 3rd of June. That'll cut it down to 4. That will be best of 3. And then for the semifinals, finals, that will be played LAN. Then that will be on the 10th, and that will be best of probably 5, depending on timing, either 3 or 5. Um, and then that will be at Robert Morris, like I said earlier. And you will need your sponsor to be there. So if you want to start talking to them now, June 10th is the day that they would have to be there. Probably would start pretty early, either I believe it would be either 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock downtown at their eSports arena. It's pretty easy to get to. There's plenty of parking down there, especially on Saturday morning. But we're gonna go there, and I have to just confirm with them again on the timing of it, because if depending on how late they're open, will depend on if it's best of 3 or 5. Um, and the teams that qualify for playoffs is going to be 8, so top 8 teams will go to the playoffs. The top 4 will play in the finals and semifinal land tournament in one day. So, all right. So does everyone know how to download a replay and where it goes, or no? All right, give me 1 second while I'm looking this up. Yeah, the LAN events we're using Robert Morris. If you look up Robert Morris, type in Robert Morris iBuyPower Arena, or if someone wants to link it in chat, you can pull it up. It's basically all gaming computers, all sponsored. iBuyPower, Steel Series. It's they will sponsor. They'll provide everything that you would need: headsets, mice, keyboards, everything. All right. So depending on what version of what am I looking for? All right, I'm just gonna cover up chat for a second. Thank you, Law. Yeah, you've done this before. So download replays. You're gonna go to your profile here. Click on your profile. You're gonna click on your match history. So after you get done playing your games, you're gonna have your match history. You're gonna go here. So right here, you see that great Scion game there. You're gonna hit download. It'll take a minute. It'll download, and then it'll tell you you can watch it here. It also downloads it onto your hard drive. So if you're on Windows 10, it goes in your documents. Then it goes into your League of Legends folder, and then right in replays. So the one I just did is this one right here. So this is what the file you're going to send me. It's a ROFL file. You're going to send that file to me. That way I can then record it through the Glee client, and then be able to put it on either Twitch if I'm going to cast it, or put it on YouTube if it's just for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stream games live if I'm available and you guys are playing at that time. So if I can do it, I'll stream it live. If not, I'll just take the VOD and then I'll just cast it over the recording and then go from there. So I will do at least one game a week will be casted by me and possibly someone else if I can find a couple of my friends to cast with me. If not, if for some reason I can't find anyone, it'll just be me casting it by myself. But one prime game of the week will be casted and put on Twitch, and then the rest will be put on YouTube as well as the one that was casted. Uh, let's see. Let's go through some questions here. The Tarians, Yuki, I have to ask on their own tech because they are sponsored by all of those people, so I'll have to double check. I know they prefer that we use their stuff, which is pretty good. But I'm not sure if they'll let us bring anything because then if they take any photos, it might cause issues. Uh, yeah, Dreaming, I'll get to that question in a little bit. I'm not just looking for casters, I'm looking for a couple other things too. I'll get to you in a second, Dreaming. So that covers that. Uh, AV Stacks on a best of two, just because best of three can get kind of long. If you go 3 games, that's 3 to 4 hours without breaks, depending on what it is. So that can kind of be a chunk, especially if there's teams in the high school star league that already have to give up 2 hours. So just instead of it being best of one where you only get one chance, one and done, I'd rather at least give you that second chance to earn a point rather than have to be there for 4 hours. I'm willing to open up suggestions for next year, but for this year, we'll stick with the best of two. Drew for Battlefy, you'll get the email, which will have the link, and then it'll show you your match for the week, and then it'll be tournament code. That will be what you put in. So if you guys aren't familiar with tournament codes, when you go to play, you'll click, if you're a new client, you'll click this little icon right here. Or if you're not, you go to custom game in legacy clients. But you enter a tournament code, you'll just copy and paste the code in here, and it links you to the lobby with all of your teammates as well as the team you're playing. And then if you go through the tournament code, it automatically jumps you into uh, it automatically jumps all your stats into the server, updates the game automatically, so there's nothing where admins have to update games. They should update automatically if it works. The email will be for the replays that you're sending them to. The replays will be sent to me. So Chicago Chai High School Esports at gmail.com. That'll be the one for this tournament. Uh, so clubs, I would definitely suggest going about making a club if you guys already don't have a club made. Um, so it helps to have that club made because then you kind of get some people from the school to help out in some ways, and you also have then that sponsor. Somebody has a question about a sponsor, so you need an adult, a teacher preferred, or it could be security guard, somebody at the school that basically is the host for your club. Whether you guys meet mostly at home, like my team does throughout the year, or if you actually meet at school and practice. Depending on the school, we meet once a week. We usually go over tape at school rather than actually playing, just because the computers at school aren't that great. But we usually go over tape from games that we played or scrims that we had with other teams. Otherwise, we'll play games if we don't have any games to watch. We have played before at school. In some teams I know practice, they have a lab where they practice 2 or 3 times a week. And then they also have their teacher who is a coach. Something like Oswego East, they have a coach. They practice 2 to 3 times a week at school, and then they also practice at home. Uh, but they also have support from their school and from their district to give them money. So again, going and creating a club kind of gets you that sponsor. Plus, it also gets you uh, that time together to meet and then also create. The one thing I found is talking to people is that a lot of people at schools don't know that other people play League. So it's kind of important that you get the word out somehow, whether it be announcements or on the website or just spreading the word around, different clubs, gaming club or anime club. Usually has a lot of overlap to find more kids. Um, did I answer your question, Mr. Boxer? Is that good? Thank you for the random questions, guys. Favorite champion or least favorite champion? That's a great question. I have no idea who my least favorite champion is. Yeah, so for the computer gaming club, that's perfectly fine to do that. So if that I don't need somebody who's just only for League. If they want to have that, that would be fine. If you want to piggyback it, make it a combined club, that's fine. I have no problem with that teacher doing that too. And then just to piggyback on some of the questions here, I have the whole plan is to make this a complete league, so uh, not just league. I hope to bracket out to Overwatch as well as jump out to maybe a Hearthstone or maybe some fighting games. It's kind of important for me to create this whole league to step it up to the college level and then beyond. So next year, I'm hoping to have an Overwatch league, uh, and then also do the League of Legends league, and then hopefully have a fighting game tournament at some point. Probably not a league, but more of like a one-day tournament somewhere. Jan, so scheduled for a time to play. So normal time to play. So scheduled time as of right now is Sunday at 5 o'clock. If for some reason your team cannot play, oh yeah, Smash Brothers too. But anyways, back to James. So if for some reason your team cannot play Sunday at 5 o'clock, church, other family parties, whatever, and you don't have enough subs or you want to trying to reschedule it, you can ask the other team to reschedule. It you guys have to make an attempt if somebody can't make it. There's plenty of time to get the games done between Tuesday and Sunday, so I hope that we can make a time. I don't want to have any forfeits for this league. So you have some normal time is Sunday. You also can play Monday, but games are due by Monday night. Yes, and for who says Smash Brothers, definitely that's on my list too. That's a pretty popular one. Funky Monkey, I saw you just joined the Twitch. That is exactly what the Twitch is for. I have not made the group for Stevenson yet, so once I do that, I'll put you in there and you'll be able to see all the different channels. And then also for the Twitch chat, guys, if you have any suggestions, you want me to change anything, or you see something that's not working right, feel free to let me know. I have another Twitch server that just doesn't have as many people in it and as many different markings. So I'm trying to put each student by the school. That way I can kind of drum out uh, some of the people that are on there. So those that are in the Twitch chat, the Twitch client right now, the Twitch app, make sure for me that you see all of the chat rooms and everything that are over there, because maybe I set something up wrong. But you should see general verify, which is the only thing you should be able to see when you first start. But then announcement, scheduling, scrim, looking for scrims, and then each team has its own voice room if you guys want to use that for that. You also can use it. You also can use it for text too. So it's not like Discord where it's voice or text. You can use text in the voice. And only your team has access to your voice chat. So that's why it's important that you make sure you let me know who you are. So your team will have access to your voice chat channel only and no one else. Keep the questions coming, guys. This is going great. So game day procedures, you guys should be in the room at least 10 minutes before the game starts. Everyone should be in there and then getting everything ready to start on time at 5 o'clock or whatever time you agree on. And then you guys will play your game. You play both of your games. And then the winners will send me the replays. So whatever team wins, the captain for that team will send me the replays. So you'll download the replays, attach them in an email, and then send them to me right after, as soon as possible. Because if I can get games recorded and uploaded early, then I will do that. And I also have to pick which game to send. All right. Only a few things left here before I get done. Payment rosters got just about everything done. The last thing I'm going to ask for is if you guys know anyone that is interested in casting, that is interested in maybe doing some artwork for me, graphic artist, if you're in graphics art class, something like that. Or if you're interested in writing, you know one at your school that's into games, but maybe they don't play League. Uh, let me know because I'm looking to create again the whole league. I'm still working on getting a website done. Uh, So I'm trying to make it so they can do biographies on each team, give the background, let them know who everyone is, and then also recap games, make some designs for the Twitch pages as well as everything else. So if you know anyone that's interested in doing casting, graphic artist, or even just writing for us, let me know. Send me an email, chihs esports at gmail.com. and let me know. I know Drew, you had some questions about that. And as for creating secondary streams, feel free to stream the games yourself and cast it. Create a school page for yourself. So whatever school you happen to be from, just go ahead and create that school Twitch page. Make a separate Gmail for it, and then just make sure you pass it on to someone else when you're done. Uh, Let me send. I'll send you the invite for those if there's anyone in here who's not in it. Where did my chat go? There's the link for the Twitch chat. Um, and for you guys that are using communication via other things like Discord or Skype, you can use other programs for your team, but to communicate with everyone else, everything should be in the Twitch chat. So your team can use Discord, your team can use Skype, your team can use TeamSpeak, whatever it might be. But for communicating to other teams or communicating to me, make sure that you put it in the Twitch chat. A couple other questions here. I think I answered Steve's question. Joker. So the first official day that you can play will be this Sunday at 5. If you need to reschedule, it can be done before that. Yeah, the brackets should come out, like I said, tonight or tomorrow, once those other teams finish their rosters. And yeah, we will play for third or fourth. So while the other teams are playing for first and second, we will have a third and fourth match. Well, it's not single elimination. It's either best of 3 or best of 5 for the playoffs. No worries, Law. Anyone have any other questions? I do want to thank you guys for all being here. I know there's a million more questions. I will post this video on YouTube, so if you want to go back and watch it again, or if you missed something and you want explanations on something, uh, I will put it up there. So right now, currently, we have 15 teams registered. We're going to take 14, depending on who turns in their rosters first. We might be leaving a team out, hopefully not. But we've been having some issues. So there's 15 teams registered total, and we'll probably take 14 into the first week. So Funk, with the tournament code, you also are in the tournament, so you can do /pause. So if someone DCs, you do /pause, and then it pauses the game. Each team has 10 minutes of pause time. Even though it's 30 minutes of pause time for the game, each team only has 10 minutes. So once that 10 minutes is up, you must unpause for your team and then continue playing the game whether the person has come back or not. And as completely registered, Chance, I didn't read that fully, completely registered and filled out their rosters so far is 12, including you guys. Boxer, I'm going to use the email that they gave me. I wanted to try and keep it to using school emails. That way it's not messing up your Battlefy account for your other one. So I'm going to use whatever email they gave me when they signed you up. So probably your school one will be the new account. I'm not sure if you can link it after that or not. I don't like Battlefy completely. There's a couple things missing from Battlefy, but they do the tournament codes, which makes it so much easier to get scores and not have to chase people down for replays or screenshots, because that can be a hassle. I would love to do it without that, but Battlefy is the best one right now until I set something else up. But yes, first week is this week, so you'll be playing at the latest this Sunday. You might be playing before if the team needs to reschedule, but plan on having games scheduled 5 p.m. on Sundays, starting this week. For the next 7 weeks, you'll be playing. Any other questions from chat? Otherwise, again, I want to thank you guys for all being here. I'm happy to be here. Make sure you are following the channel. That way we can make sure we get as many people in here as possible. And like I said, feel free to follow on Twitter, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Uh, Make sure if you want, create your own team's Twitter, create your own team's Twitch. I'll make sure to follow you guys all from all of my accounts to try and get you out there as much as possible. And let me know, and I possibly will even auto host some people if you set up school streams, not individual, but school streams. I'll have them auto host from here uh, once you have it set up. So if you create one for Whitney Young, put it up there. I'll auto host it from here. That's right, you guys have no school. So first match is this week. Schedule will be out. Um, Schedule will be out tonight or tomorrow once I have these last two teams signed up. And yeah, feel free to play them on Thursday if you guys are free. I know some people have other stuff to do or they're watching everyone else, but um, feel free to play them on Thursday. I'm gonna hang out here. If anyone has any other questions in chat, feel free to hang out. Um, Jans, all you have to do is type in the chat and verify here and tell me what your in-game name is and what school you're from. That's all I need. And feel free and make sure that is your actual Twitch account too. Law 14 teams. 14 teams. And then also spread the word about this, guys. Let's make this bigger. Let's make it. I'd love to. I wish it was 24 teams. I want to make this as big as possible. So let everyone know, let friends know if they go to other schools that we're starting this. Gamma Kid, your rosters are waiting for everyone to be put in. I've been contacting them, but they take too long to get back to me because I don't want to import all of them and then have a bunch of teams get erased. So I'll probably be trying to do an import soon. And then we'll be going. Yeah, tapped rosters because I did that as well, but you guys' rosters will be on there. Put it on your resume. Yes, inaugural season of the Chicago High School Esports League. Do it. I love it, Law. You win. Uh, be adding. You'll get emails from Battlefy registering you and your team. So you have to check your spam, make sure it didn't pop into there, and then you'll be able to register for the Battlefy, which will then put you on for the actual roster. It's tough. We have a couple teams with all diamonds. I think there's one team with a challenger level player. I think he's like top 50, top 100. I think someone asked about the low end. One school that is on there has some kids that aren't even 30 yet, so go easy on them if they're end up playing. They're just learning. They're just getting their program started. So that is the bottom end. There are some without 30, but then we do have some pretty high ends as well. Yeah, well, that's a Tori. Hey, it doesn't take a challenger player to beat a challenger player. What team are you from, Zed? Yeah, you guys are done. He's actually I don't know if your teacher's in here now. He said he might check it out tonight, but Mr. Davis said he's got it. He's got it all in. I see most of you guys are in here too, so that's good. What's your name in league? Yeah, Cookie. We just beat a team. We just won a tournament against a bunch of teams that were all diamond or very high plat. So it can happen. We won the Oswego Invitational, and we are mostly gold mid plat with one diamond. So and we beat teams with all diamonds. So start practicing, start playing against each other, start scrimming other schools. Funky Monkey, I will be verifying you in a moment. I'll create it right now while I'm waiting. And I'll get your chat rooms created later. All right, Funky Monkey, you should be good to go. James, let me make yours. I'll be right back, guys. Feel free to add the rest of your guys into uh, the Twitch chat so they can just have another person. Just let me know in chat, guys, in the verify here. Just tell me your summoner name and uh, what school you're from. All right. Whale Milk, let me get yours done. No, in the actual Twitch verify here channel. That way I can match it up right with your curse account. Oh, I didn't want that. Hang on. Did I just completely mess that up? Yes. Give me a second. There we go. So I'm seeing a bunch of people jump in. Let me check my chat again. Yeah, you're good, Loey. I got you. I think I just verified you as well, so you're all set. So you should be able to see everything in there. Bergson and Lincoln Park. Lol, totally. That means you're better. I'm seeing some unverified people. So Necroflame, Steve, long skinny black arms. Make sure you put in that verify here what school you're from and your in-game name. Change your nickname on here. You right click on your name, and you can say change nickname to your actual in-game name. Or you actually just left click on it. Left click and you can set your name to your league name just for the server. I'll get the rest of your voice chats created later. Ah, Best Cat Africa. And then click on it and change your nickname in here to that as well, please. Welcome back. I remember you guys from last year at the Invitational. Did you see how to change it? Anyone else with any other questions for me? Again, thank you for checking it out. Make sure Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, follow them all. Subscribe to all of them. That way we get as much out there as possible. I've had a couple hits from uh, sponsors, but they're all looking to find out what we have to offer them and who's going to be able to see them. So, oh, thank you guys for being here. This is kind of my passion, my pet project. That's what I've been loving to do for the past couple of years. Coaching and just watching you guys improve, watching everyone get better as we go through. And then also hit me up if you know someone that wants to cast or you yourself want to cast if you're not playing. Um, we can definitely talk about that off stream. Best way to reach me if anyone's looking is email. Like I said, I check the Twitch chat often, but sometimes things are missed if you don't at me. So really important, just email me. Otherwise, go ahead and at request me on there. I might even put up a text column for you guys to reach me and just be messages for me only. Otherwise, most of you guys have me on League as well. That's a good place to reach me too, is on League. My client's usually open all day, and if I'm available, I'll answer. But I do leave it open all day, so sometimes I'm nowhere near there. Hobo, click on your name on the right-hand column where it says members. There you go. You got it. You figured it out before I even said it. Nutrier. Steven, click on your name and then change the nickname for to your actual in-game name. Makes it easier to find. If you guys want to follow me as well, I do stream occasionally from my account, and I will be creating a TAF's Twitch account soon. Uh, so we'll be creating a Twitch account for my school and our esports programs soon. But I am at Dairdrum TJM, so Dairdrum underscore TJM. I'll type it in chat here. I haven't played in a while. I've been trying to figure out my schedule, and schedule with work's been getting crazy. So otherwise, I'll announce on here and also send out an email when everything is up on when I send everything on Battlefy when the first round is up. That way, you guys can see everything. So I'll give it another 5 minutes or so. If I get no more questions, I'll be signing off for the night. Thanks again for being here, everyone. Questions, concerns, email me. Drop it in the Twitch chat. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for the follow, whoever that was. I do not know why that went off, if you guys heard that or not. How do you make your own accounts for what? You looking for Battlefy or for Twitch? Yeah, yes. Oh, sorry, I see that now. So yeah, on Battlefy, I will be giving you your accounts to make from there. So don't make your own account. I'll be sending you the email. And I have not sent the email for the Battlefy yet, because I'm waiting on 2 more teams. Hopefully they get back to me very soon. If not, I'm going to have to call them or text them. I also have a link for you guys for the rosters and everything, so you can verify and make sure that people that are playing are actually on the team. But I'll send that in an email too. I'll make myself a note here. No, the rosters are not set up now. I'm waiting for 2 more teams to finish their rosters. And they said they're going to get them to me tonight. But they have not yet. Oh, trust me, I am too. Another reason why I want you guys to have a sponsor. Just to have someone else to just have an adult who usually can get stuff done on deadlines. Yeah, James, you can have your whole team. As long as they're from your school, that's fine. Yes, Palatine is good. Palatine is good. The schools I'm waiting for are Schurz, Chicago Academy, and Jones. All right, so if you don't get an email from me tonight, you'll get an email from me tomorrow morning. So you get an email from me tomorrow morning uh, at some point that announces the roster so that you at least you'll have them by tomorrow. I just see Hi Annie just joined. If you're in here, which account? Because I see you joined with two different accounts. I'll add the one you put in here verified, but I see you have two accounts in here. Smurf usage? You should be using your main. There's no reason why you should be using your Smurf. Yes, Peyton is all good, Jans. I got yours. Thank you for being so last minute. If you know if someone's smurfing, let me know because they shouldn't be smurfing. They should be on their main account. The whole point of this is to get you guys out there so that you can be scouted by schools, not so they can see you playing on a smurf. Some people like it so that you can't scout them, so you can't see what champions they play, this and that, or so that you don't you can't see them. Exactly. I mean, the whole point of this is to actually get you scouted by a college so that you can get a scholarship and get a full ride. With the Big Ten network and everything going strong with League of Legends, like you can go to Illinois or go somewhere else and be able to get a full ride. Dragons, I'm possibly yeah, if enough schools join and we have a big disparity in the teams, I'm all for having like a JV squad uh, join with lower ranks. So not just JV because you have 10 diamond players, but having a JV squad because you guys are at max gold. So I'm all for that if we have enough teams. But then again, of course, I have to worry about yes, yes. So more than one team can come from a school if there's enough teams. No problem. Thank you for asking good questions. You have very good questions. All right, guys, this will be my last minute questions. Any of them now? I think most of everyone is left now, but if not, if you're still here and you have any other questions of any kind, let me know now. Actually, there's still 24 of you in here. I also will be doing possibly some giveaways through the Twitch client, the Twitch app. So pay attention in there. Probably maybe some RP cards, some RP codes, some stuff like that. So no problem, guys. I have another minute or two for you guys to ask any last minute questions. Otherwise, you may head out for the nights. It's a good question. Very good question. They can't play, obviously. Oh, God. That is what subs are for. Yeah, I didn't talk about that, Gamma, but I will send out an email to everyone and also post it in there. If you're caught being toxic in game, you'll be kicked out. If it's bad enough, your school will be disqualified from participating in any future events as well. I'll make a note for myself to put that in there too. I did not talk about that, and I wanted to. Good question. All right, guys. Thanks again. I am punching out for the night. I'll put this video on YouTube so you guys can watch it, and if you miss something. Otherwise, have a great night and good luck this week. Look out for the emails and look out for the announcements. I will let you know. Have a good night.